Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in for another episode. I got a lot of really positive feedback on a video that I just released the other day talking about, basically I tried to break down a new lake, and on part 2 I really figured out a deep bite and caught some really nice fish, really big Wisconsin bass. Caught them all on a Neko rig, and with that video I got a ton of questions regarding the Neko rig and a lot of questions specifically regarding the bait that I was using and what worms I like to use for a Neko rig. Now, I have talked about in past videos different types of soft plastics that you can use for a wacky rig or a Neko rig. And so you don't necessarily just have to use a worm. Now, with a Neko rig, a worm is a very, very good choice because you've got a long, slender profile, falls quickly, you get a lot of movement out of it, and it's just been one of the best fish catchers with a Neko rig. And the funny thing is, every time I talk about a Neko rig, I call it Neko rig. People tell me I say that it's wrong, and I actually released a short based off that video that I... And it's Neko. Shinfukai. It's very clear it's Neko, not Neko. In the comments, just not overly happy that I say Neko rig, when in fact, it is Neko rig, or Neko rig, which means cat in Japanese. But apparently if I say Neko rig, it sounds wrong. But if I say Neko rig, most people say that's right. But if you think about it, in English terms, that would be like saying, instead of cat, it would be like ket. Or keet. I don't know. Anyways, it's funny how everyone jumps on me if I say Neko rig or Neko rig. And anyways, the point being, I thought I would talk with you some of my favorite worms, share them with you. The one in the video that I was throwing, this was specifically it. This is potentially the best worm, or hottest worm, I should say. These are the ones that the majority of pros are using. A lot of pros will say they're using other worms, but this is actually the one that they're throwing. It's the Berkley Maxcent Magnum Hitworm. It's just a great worm. It catches a pile of fish. They can actually be really difficult to get at times, but I think they are starting to become easier. And then, you know, your choice of hook a lot of times just depends on the cover that you're fishing, the type of equipment that you're throwing it on. Generally, I like to go with what would be considered more of your Neko rig hook, which is a little bit more of a straight shank. That, just like this one, this is a it's the Aaron Martin's Gamakatsu one. I'll put a link for it too. And then you've got a weight, a nail weight that is at the bottom. This is the Picasso screw-in nail weight that I absolutely love. It's got the hitchhiker on the bottom, so it screws in. It'll hold longer than your worm will hold up, which is one of the reasons that I love it. But this is the exact setup that I was using to catch a bunch of 4+ pounders on. But it's not the only worm that works. Now, this is one of my favorites, but like I said, they can be really difficult to get. And if you can't get them, then you got to try some other baits. So these are other ones that I've had a ton of success with. This is the Yamamoto Cuttail worm. This is a phenomenal one. What I really like with the Cuttail, it's a little bit beefier. And from that standpoint, I feel like it moves a little bit more water than, say, the hitworm. You can see the body is a little bit thicker. And then when you throw in the Cuttail has just a little bit of kick, and that gives it a lifelike motion, gives it a little bit more vibration. So in your off-colored water, I do feel like the Cuttail works really well. Another one that I think came out last year, this is my buddy Drew Gill's worm, the Nicorama. This is the Big Bite Baits. This is another really good worm, really slender profile, a lot of movement. He's got a ton of really good color options with it. And I've fished with him enough to see how well this worm works, and I've used it myself, caught a pile of fish as well. Just another really good worm. A lot of cool color options with that one too. And then the last but not least, the one that I have been using a lot lately and having a lot of good luck. I can smell that Powerbait. I love that smell. That brings back such like childhood memories. My tackle room actually smells like this. I like the big 10-inch Berkley Powerbait Power Worm. The 7-inch work, the other sizes too. I just have had a lot of luck with the big one. Well, I shouldn't say the big one. This is the 10-inch. They also have the big 12-inch and various other sizes, but the 10-inch just seems like it works really well. Again, this is one that I like to throw on areas where I don't necessarily have a clean bottom. So if I've got a lot of grass, I feel like it goes through the grass really well. But again, I'm trying to create a little bit of vibration just to let the fish know exactly where it's at. And this guy has caught me a ton. This is Tequila Sunrise. That's one of my favorite colors. I don't know why Tequila Sunrise is kind of faded off into the distance, into the horizon, but it's just a great, great color. Anyways, so those are the 4 worms that I really like to throw in a Neko rig, but just keep in mind that you're not limited to just worms. You know, I really do like throwing as well, like the General. I think a Berkeley General is a great one to put on it too, just your soft stick bait style worms. You know, they're more of a compact design, but what you get more with those is a really wide gliding motions because it's a little bit more compact, a little thicker bait. It just likes to glide really well. So if you're looking for better gliding motion, you go with some of your soft stick baits like that Max Scent the General. But these are the ones I really like to throw. You can't go wrong with it. It is a technique that I feel like a lot of people don't fully unlock the strength of it until they start using it. And these are some of the baits that I have complete confidence in will allow you to catch a bunch of fish when throwing the Neko rig. So hopefully this answers a bunch of the questions that I've been getting since that video came out. I'll put the video at the end of this, so if you want to go back and watch that or haven't seen it, you can watch it. Anyways, thanks for watching. I appreciate all the support. If you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. I'll put links for these in the video description if you want to check them out and use my Tackle Warehouse affiliate link and support the channel. That would be awesome as well. Anyways, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. New video coming out tomorrow.